So the Aprilia RS 457 is one of our best of 2024. Joining me today to accept the award is Mr. Ajay Raghuvanshi, Executive VP, Two-Wheeler Domestic Business, Piaggio Vehicles, and Mr. Apoorva Saigal, AVP, Corpcom and Marketing, Piaggio. Gentlemen, congratulations. Thank you for joining me today.
Big news. Thank you very much for having us here.
Thank you. So the RS 457 has had a lot riding on its shoulders. Has it delivered on everything that was expected of it?
I think I must say, first of all, thanks to our customers.
Yeah.
The best thing, if customers accepts you, you are very much there.
Yeah.
So iconic machine, iconic brand, and iconic results, iconic performance. Last 9 months, Apoorva, tell me, been fantastic. I have not got every second or third day where I have not seen any appreciation coming directly from our customers and prospects. So a fantastic response. March we started the sales 23, and since now 9 months of everything, it's keeping us busy, and we are delivering more and more, hoping to deliver more and more. So yes, fantastic, overwhelming response.
And a lot of global manufacturers have chosen local partners to manufacture a global product like this, but you guys have decided to go it alone. So what has the learning been in that process?
Look, it's good to be make in India and make global. And that's what the standards we are setting very high. That matches with our India standards also, to be in the leading space of global auto technology like China,
Yeah.
Japan,
Yeah.
Germans, and now India. So everybody is talking about India. So India made in bike, make local bike is everybody's looking at. So it's a fantastic news for us. Our local engineers have worked on this, manufactured on this, and now you see this bike's performance. And we are exporting also. So this is the fantastic news that made in India, make for India, and make for global is an Indian. And that too are in Baramati plant in Maharashtra. Yes, fantastic.
Also, we were very sure we didn't want to compromise on what Aprilia is.
Yeah.
Usually when you have partnerships, you have to be 50-50, right? And we wanted to be very sure that this is the brand that India is ready for. And if that means, us spending an extra effort in finding the right partners who can come on board, that's the most important thing. But give people a true blue Aprilia machine rather than a compromised product. And that's one of the reasons why, it has been so much appreciated. Like I just said, I think everybody is appreciating it largely because it's a true blue Aprilia machine, unlike any other within the segment.
And like you said, you've had unprecedented demand, right? Initially, there were some delays, there was some waiting. What is the status now?
Look, we unveiled the bike and the pricing, which is the most important two things for our customers. During India Bike Week in Goa way back in December 23.
Yeah.
By our chairman, Mr. Grafi. And since then, it's been buzzing, it's buzzing because people were excited. And when we announced the prize, 410 ex-showroom Pune, for example, I mean, there were guys standing, these enthusiasts who came to participate in India Bike Week in Goa. They were like crazy, gaga over the machine, gaga over, when can I have a test drive on this? When we start? So after December, we started deliveries to our customers in March. As I said, 9 months have been very, very busy. So far, we are trying to meet the best of demands for us. But still, this is giving us overall response.
So seeing the success of this bike, the 457 can't be very far behind.
You just saw ECMA, no?
Yeah.
So you know all the reports.
But when can we see it in India?
So ECMA says what? I mean, you are well more informed than all of us. What is your information on ECMA news?
But India, you tell us.
India definitely, look, as I said, 457 is an important engine base for us. And this segment of 350 to 550cc is growing very fast. It is an important segment. India commuter segment and the higher segments are doing fantastic.
Yeah.
You've seen same thing in cars also happening. So why not to be here?
So on the scooter front, the SR series is very popular. EVs are becoming more and more popular. Any plans to bring in any EVs?
Look, we are watching this very carefully. This segment is growing, you know that. But also, let's be mindful that this was supported a lot by the subsidies.
Right.
On individually, if you see minus subsidies, to my understanding, this would have been close to 5% contribution.
Right.
But with a lot of support coming by our government to promote the electric vehicles in India, as on date, scooter, if I talk about, out of every 5, 1 is EV scooter. Because bikes, EVs are not very highly popular.
Yeah.
So yes, why not? When you have a right time, right product, and everything comes. So India is a very price sensitive market too. So right time, right product, we can definitely be there. As I said, it's a global brand. Vespa globally, that's been a father of scooters, I must say, the
Yeah.
grandfather of
Yeah.
scooters.
Yeah.
So as a global technology, we have technology, but right timing, right product at the right entry time would be the
So
right answer.
right at the other end of the market, the big bikes, the 210 1100, the RSV, for limited dealer network, limited availability, have those issues been addressed now? I mean, what is the status at that end of the market?
Look,
at
we
this
worked
point?
very hard on that. Last 1 year have been, as I said, launching a product is one side. Having this run for 5 to 6, 7, 8 year experience continuously is a very important side. So yes, we had challenge of our networks. I will be very candid with you. We have not done 100%, but we have been working very hard to improve our customer experience at each touch point. Touch point means not only the facility, not only the manpower, even the websites. Starting from website issue to the facility issue to the manpower communication to the after sales, which have been the real challenges with our brands. I think we have done 70% bit, 30% yet to go, because a brand of RS457, a bike of RS457, which is costing you on road 500,000 rupees, more expensive than Indian base car entry level cars.
Yeah.
The experience has to be impeccable to the global level standards, which we have done. So yes, to answer you, yes, definitely we are working a lot on that. And to do so, this RS457 is not sold through every dealer network. It is only sold through our iconic dealership. We call them either motoplexes, the store which is completely designed by our global standards,
Yeah.
and also even the manpower, not only trained, appointed by us to that level. So the customer communication is key, and marketing trains them, our training team trains them. So, and then after motoplexes, we have exclusive 30-35 RS457 dealers, which are again under our supervision. Each and every inquiry, any customer who walks in is in touch with us, not only with dealers. So he or she has any problems or issues or whatsoever with us. That will take us to the next level of experience, which is I'm talking about.
So just to answer your question, with the launch of RS457, we have last year we also introduced the entire range of CPU in April with John.
Yeah.
And right now they are sold close to about from 10 motoplexes in India. Motoplex is a format where we sell everything, right from our scooters to the CBUs.
Yeah.
So we have close to about 10 across India, and we are carefully studying what are markets out there where there is a demand. Because at the end of the day, like I just said, two things are very important. It's not about selling a product. It's also about ensuring that once we have sold the product, it is also in great hands for the next 3, 4, 5 years until somebody upgrades to a bigger one. So right now we sell it from 10 such outlets across India. We definitely have plans to increase it, but I think, like I just said, what's most important is to pick up a channel partner who is confident of investing in manpower who can take care of this, because that's one of the biggest learning that we have with RS457 is the fact that consumers know a lot more than our people.
Right.
So they have walked into our store, they know a lot more. Maybe they know sometime a lot more than me and Ajay also. Maybe we need R&D's help to tell them some of those things. And which is where the manpower is very important, both in terms of, and that assurance is most important. Business will come. And which is why we are being careful and very, very up going to the markets that we have. I think we'll end up, Ajay, with 15 motoplexes this year.
15 motoplexes, and total RS dealers would be roughly by 60. Look, two touch points are very critical, whether you buy a car or super bikes. One, definitely 78-80% people are online searchers nowadays. Gone are the days when people would walk in and then decide. So you got to be very, very careful when you, even small thing not properly spelled there or something, give the dissatisfaction to the customer. These customers, all customers are very intelligent. Everybody is well read and they search solidly these engines. So that's one part which definitely we worked and we continue working on that. And second is the person he or she is talking to. So when they enter and they inquire, as I said, 80% they know about the product. They just want to know, okay, give me the test ride, or let me understand this, I could not find it on Google search. And that time the person he or she communicates has to be to at least to somewhat to their match level. Otherwise, you're going to lose the brand. He will say, oh my God, such a beautiful showroom, but what kind of guy, he can't even communicate properly. I'm asking CC, he doesn't know what CC. So that's why these are the areas we're working. And third, rightly, as I said, is the after sales. Because after the marriage is over, the bike goes to the workshops. And these workshops, maybe twice a year you hit. That's the time he or she spends 3 to 4 hours. How a technician understands the role, how they change, how they communicate, and how they give the satisfaction back. That gives the brand a rolling experience positively, which we did in these taxis. That's the cycle of especially these super bikes and of course cars.
In fact, it's the first time that what we have done is at the time of delivery, not only a salesperson is available, but also the service guy who tells them about everything, when you need to come back, what you need to do, what you need not do, and everything, so that he gets that overall confidence that my bike's going to be taken care of, not only today because it's made from them, it's also going to be taken care of well for the next how many years I want to keep it. And that's the part which is more important. Like I just said, smaller segment, everybody knows everybody talks. So that's the part that's more critical than the first part of selling, because thankfully, touch wood, the product is great. It's got enough raving reviews where people are walking in. It's important for us to keep them in our hold and then push them, because these are the guys who will finally upgrade to a 660 and an RSV.
As an enthusiast and a potential customer, all these things that you've said is music to my ears. So congratulations again on the success. But finally, while there's a lot of enthusiasm for this product, there are some economic headwinds potentially going into the next year. How do you see the next 6 months playing out?
Inflation is going, you all know that. As individual, India is a middle class economy, you also know that.
Yeah.
But as I said, also important, since the COVID is over, you see a different trend is going up.
Right.
Premium car segment is shot up.
Yeah.
You know that.
Yeah.
Premium bike segment, we are seeing a surge.
Yeah.
So that means customers mentally have also decided,
Yeah.
it's one life, let me enjoy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let me earn and enjoy.
Yeah.
Secondly, the finance companies are playing a big role now. Yes, there are challenges in terms of approving the loans process and all. But if 90% is LTV available now on a 5 lakh bike, 4,50,000 is available to me, 50,000 down payment, can anybody make in payment? For example, even I'm just a beginner IT guy, so working in DLF. Even if my salary is 60,000 a month, I can still start my EMI. So these factors definitely are going to play such. And as I said, India after China is going to play a big role. And where the people will go, this is the country of 140 crores now. And these youngsters are the younger population we have. They all want. You see the same thing happening in cars. So I think despite of all challenges, India still remains to be top 3 GDP growing country in the world. So we have very positives. We should not look at that part. But all these things, changes happening, this segment will continue growing. And like if I just give you some statistic, for example, 350 to 550 cc segment, which is, we call it super bike segment, is growing faster than the normal two-wheeler industry.
Yeah.
Roughly more than 10%.
Yeah.
So it's a clear testament that yes, people are willing to pay. Only thing, they should be shown a right product at the right time and with the right price. I've seen the pricing declaration by you. So that's what I see. So good future ahead.
Good. Well, that's a good note to end on. It's one life. We should enjoy it. And great product. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks. Bye-bye.